Hello everyone and welcome to the third best of 5 in the IEM Season 1 playoffs. This time it is between Fire, the German human player who's spawning in the bottom spawn position of Secret Valley in yellow, and Insomnia, the Bulgarian human player, spawning in the top right spawn position here in red. So Insomnia was ending up on rank 3 of Group D, behind Lil DC and Miu, and Fire DE ending up on rank 2 of Group A, behind Nightwolf, in front of Deadman. So therefore Fire a second place finisher against Insomnia a third place finisher, and of course both of them are going for the altar first. Both of them will pretty obviously go for the AM as their first hero, which is what Insomnia is doing, and so is Fire. So yeah, so far we've seen Deadman advancing to the finals and Todd advancing to the finals. So so far 2 third place finishers of the group stage beating the second place finishers, and we'll see if Insomnia is going to be able to continue with that trend, or if Fire is going to be able to break it. The first footmen are out, scout by Insomnia, not by Fire yet. And other than that, maybe this time we'll see no 3-0, because so far, of course, there have been 2 3-0s in the previous 2 best of 5s, which you know, wasn't exactly close, but especially in the best of 5 between Miu and Todd, it wasn't exactly representing what happened on you know, in the actual games, because they were rather close. Fire with the bigger initial creep camp, only using 3 militia here, which means he's gonna take a bit of damage on those, because of course the damage output of that creep camp isn't as little, whereas Insomnia is doing the Todd creep route, if you will, the same that Todd did against Miu in his best of 5, which also started on Secret Valley, going for the green camp first and for the Goblin Merchant afterwards. He's getting the greater mana portion, which is pretty huge, of course. Fire with the claws of attack +6. Let's see, tech wise, Insomnia not yet started, neither did Fire. Okay, Fire starting his tech right now. I guess Insomnia will start it eventually once he's getting the resources. Okay, he's building another footman, so maybe not. Maybe he's gonna go for the expansion, and it looks like that's exactly what he's doing here. Putting the militia, heading down to the expansion, and chasing away the scout footman here of Fire, who might read this properly. Scout peasant by Insomnia sees that there's no expansion by Fire yet. He picks up the big inmove potion. It looks like the AM is gonna head straight for the expansion. Pretty, well, unfortunate creep route here for Fire, only 2 XP away from level 3, so he'd of course love to get here and spawn a level 2 water mantle immediately, but that's not going to be the case. Slippers of Agility and Pendant of Energy for Insomnia, who's also very close to reaching level 3 right now. So let's see who's getting the last hits here. Insomnia is getting the last hit on the troll here, and actually Fire is spawning a level 1 water mantle. He's gonna get the kill here on the peasant, which secures the level 3 for him, and he's going just for the peasant kills at the moment, trying to do as much damage economically to Insomnia as he can. Insomnia is still not taking, so he's really committing here to the expansion. So round on Fire's water mantle, which is going to be taken down, and the next peasant is even going to fall. So quite a lot of damage done economically here by Fire. Didn't really lose anything in return, I think, except for the water mantle, but who cares, right? And we'll see if Insomnia Fire, excuse me, is going to decide to continue the pressure upon reaching tier 2, or if he's going to decide to go for a counter expansion instead. Let's see the kill here. Didn't see it, sadly. I think the kill went to the creeps. Fire moving around the little chunk of forest here, trying to get some more peasant snipes, but Insomnia is right there and he's gonna try and prevent that from happening. Town Hall is being produced right now. The footmen are walking through though. Let's see how much more damage Fire is going to be able to do. The footman here, the low HP one, is not being seen by Fire apparently, but a couple of peasants are already taking plenty of damage. One of them is going down, another one has to be moved right now, but at the same time Fire is probably gonna lose at least... Okay, only one of them, very surprisingly actually. And yeah, he's reached here to Altar's not producing another hero. We see him heading towards the middle there. Double Arcane Sanctum is being produced for the German and he's picking up the Panda second. Well, this tower isn't going to get too far. It's not even cancelling it. Another peasant is going to be picked off here. Expansion still not even standing, and Insomnia very, very early on going for the attack, not even securing his expansion with a single tower or anything. Of course, thanks to the big mana potion and the energy pendant, he's gonna have plenty of water metals to work with in order to defend this expansion. And for now, it's still working. I mean, he's got plenty of footmen, more than Fire, who's gonna lose another one down here. Let's see if he's gonna wake up the creeps. I don't think he will. Todd lost another footman here. Todd, I'm saying Insomnia, of course, lost another footman here as well. But still, he's able to chase Fire away for now. And we've seen Fire's footman die here. Creeps still sleeping, so he didn't wake them up. And finally, the expansion of Insomnia is running. Fire pulling back. He's got the shop finished, of course, so he can pick up a scroll of regeneration if he wants to get into priests here first. So no immediate sorceresses, which are always a sign of the human player getting them, wanting to apply a lot of pressure or capitalize on his earlier arcane sanctums compared to his opponent. But he's adding the sorceresses right now, and Insomnia is shifting the action towards the left hand side of the base. Doesn't want to have his expansion being under attack here, but against the Panda, who is out already, and the militia, he's definitely not gonna be able to take a fight in front of Fire's main base. So he's pulling back. He's getting 2 towers upgraded right now. Third scout tower is finished, just being upgraded to a guard tower right now. And it looks like Fire is just okay, bringing the militia, bringing 2 ivory towers. So he's going for a very, very risky push here, in my opinion. And yeah, as I said, the 2 ivory towers are going to be put down, are going to be upgraded, but the militia duration has already ran out. So I'm not sure if I agree with this strategic decision by the German. First arcane tower of Insomnia has finished. Breath of Fire is coming in, doing decent damage. The majority of the red footmen are already on very, very low HP. The first 2 sorceresses are now at the fight, but the 2 arcane towers have finished already. A M of Fire is out of mana. I think the focus fire of the arcane towers should be switched to the Panda right now, as it's about to reach 70 mana again, which has just happened right now. And he's not using the Breath of Fire yet though, and all of the units have gone down, at least all of the melee units on either side. Fire excuse me, Fire pulling back here as the towers have finished, as his towers have been taken down. So yeah, a bit of opportunity wasted. Panda second picked up by Insomnia now as well, and he's getting 1 arcane sanctum, super power build. Okay, so no immediate 2 arcane sanctums, only 1 for now. Next peasant is going to be picked off here, and I think Fire should really make use of his map control that he's got for now until the expansion plus the tier 2 really kicks in for Insomnia, because the clock is ticking. Then again, he's invested into 5 sorceresses, so he's gonna want to make use of those. And by making use of those, I don't mean just creeping, because eventually they will become useless in the breaker against breaker battles, if we'll even see those. Well, for now, both of the players are still on tier 2. And yeah, he's trying to apply a bit of pressure against the main base of Insomnia, who's gathering, if you want to call it that, at the bottom here. But he's got no units almost whatsoever. Still up by 8 supply already, which I don't really see. But of course he's got, oh wow, look at this number of peasants here. I think, does he have a town portal? He does have a town portal, because he can obviously only use militia or call militias up at his keep, which means having all those peasants here is rather useless, at least when it comes to using them to defend. So he could just use a town portal to his main base to get them back into militia shape. But then again, since fire is pressuring the expansion again, not sure if that would really be the right call. What we do know is that Insomnia needs to win time here. He got 2 more Arcane Sanctums at his expansion, so he's at triple Arcane Sanctum right now. And every second he's winning, he's producing more and more and more units. And Fire is already changing up the strategy, apparently going for the red camp right now. Is he pulling militia? He is, so he's going for the counter expansion, which we'll see if he's still going to be able to get up and secured before a huge push of Insomnia can take place. Crystal Ball for the Panda of Fire, which is not great, obviously. And the Energy Pendant has already been passed on to the Panda of Insomnia, who's gonna creep up to almost level 2 here. AM at level 4.5, doesn't necessarily need the experience at the moment. Tons of breakers being produced for the Bulgarian, who's already up at 70 supply. So curious to see how Fire plans on getting back into this. And was this an XP tome? I think it may have been. Panda's already at level 3, so that's at least something. And the expansion is coming up right now. Panda of Insomnia is going to reach level 2. Breaker not being picked off here. On his way to the bottom, whatever he wanted there. And once again, it is Fire who is applying the pressure here. Arcane Tower is actually attacking a breaker here, and Blizzard skilled by Fire, and he's killing all of the peasants inside the his opponent's main base immediately, at least the one inside of the gold mine. And what is Insomnia doing? He's having a town portal. There are 2 heal scrolls on him, but it looks like he doesn't want to use it since he's, you know, lost everything inside his main base already, except the peasants he was able to evacuate. Therefore, you know, waiting just a couple of seconds to march back here isn't too big of a deal. And he's actually gotten the Blizzard as well, and Fire is moving his casters quite awkwardly. I think he doesn't really want to venture out of Insomnia's main base at the moment, so he's just pulling back. Maybe he can get a decent position with using his opponent's buildings as a blocking line, but still the numbers are very much in favor of Insomnia. But then again, Fire just wants to win time at the moment, just wants to prevent Insomnia from mining to get closer army-wise, because he's got the double income at the moment. He was, of course, forced to town portal here eventually. Insomnia down to 66 supply, and yeah, Fire, this has definitely paid out. Fire hasn't lost anything, I think, except his town portal, obviously. And he's up at 63 supply, so they're close. Of course, Insomnia is getting his gold mine running again, and he's going to continue creeping. He's definitely going to want to catch up XP-wise with his Panda. He's definitely going to want to get level 3 as well. And if he moves the AM away, he will do so at this camp, but he's going to be backstabbed by Fire. Let's see what the Overlord drops here. It's Crystal Ball as well, and an XP tome, so I think the same item drops. Panda picks it up immediately. There is a town portal on Insomnia. He might be forced to use it. Then again, he might not, because Fire isn't committing to this. And as long as Insomnia stays up the choke, Fire isn't gonna want to take the fight, because of course fighting up the choke means that all of his ranged units, which is everything but the Panda, are going to miss a lot. So it's just falling back for now. Getting a new town portal. Getting an additional heal scroll. So he's got 2 heal scrolls at the moment. An invo potion on both of his heroes. 63 supply. Against still 77 for Insomnia though. Who... He's got 2 heal scrolls as well. So yeah, a lot of resources of fire going into those items. But no invo potions. Still tier 2 for fire. As well as for Insomnia. And fire continues doing some damage to the economy. This time peasants are moved. Breath of Fire is coming in. 1 peasant killed. The AM, yeah, just moved out of the way in time, I was about to say, but he's still taking so much damage. Invo potion, the big one used, so he just wants to do more and more damage economically. Of course he's got the town portal which he's using right now. The panda could use a Breath of Fire just before escaping here, but he doesn't do so. 1 caster of fire has died. Well, I think like 2 peasants of Insomnia have died. And another town portal has been used by fire. 1,000 gold for Insomnia. Wow. And he's gonna invest into another expansion here. I think he didn't scout this yet. No, he didn't. But I guess he knows about this, since there's no point of fire trying to win time if he didn't have an expansion. Okay, some peasants idling by Insomnia. Fire once again being revealed by the crystal ball here. Let's see if it's gonna be sold right now. No, Insomnia is actually keeping the crystal ball. Fair enough. And the next fight is going to break out. The breaker numbers look fairly similar. No upgrades on either side. The panda of fire is trying to get into a good position. Breath of Fire is coming in decently. Surround attempt. Maybe no, it's just a repositioning by the Bulgarian, but he's mispositioned his AM and he's going to be forced to town portal here. The rest of the army is immediately putting back. The breaker is going to survive as well. So another tiny victory here for Fire DE, but I think it's still worth it probably for Insomnia, as he's going to secure a second expansion in return, maintaining his economy lead, or restoring it. Still both up at 80 supply, or somewhat close to 80 supply. Heal scroll, 2 heal scrolls for Insomnia, 1 invo potion for Insomnia. Fire with the exact same number of those items, but on top of that, of course, Insomnia's got the energy pendant, a mana potion, circlet boots on the panda. Fire gets the Scourge Bone Chimes, which is horrible. Maybe the worst he could have hoped for here, I guess, alongside the Boots of Kel'Thalas. So next battle breaks out, and I think this is pretty good for Fire. The initial start of the fight is horrible, but he's got the heal fountain in his back. The panda is in a great position for another Breath of Fire. I think he should maybe use a heal scroll here. Doesn't do so, loses 1 sorceress, and his casters are totally mispositioned. The same time, the casters of Insomnia are taking so much damage as well. Level 4 for the Panda of Fire. The Panda of Insomnia still only 3.5. The next Blizzard Breath of Fire combination is coming in, but Insomnia's AM about to go down. He's using the town portal in time. And let's take a look at what's left of both of the players' armies. There's still a decent number of priests for Insomnia, for Fire, actually only 3. And he still has these 2 sorceresses, which are completely useless by this point. Whereas Insomnia, has he lost all of his casters? No, it just used them with a move, and therefore they used the auto heal and didn't move. In the meantime, a tower coming here, but it's scouted and is going to be cancelled. But during all of that time, of course, the second expansion of Insomnia is working. Still 78 supply for Fire against, again, 81 even by Insomnia. So he's already willing to break it. Okay, never mind. Not willing to break into high upkeep yet. He's lost the peasant here, which means he's back at 80 supply. Maybe anticipating that made him produce another breaker here immediately. But then again, he's going to break into high upkeep again and cancelling it again as we speak. So not quite willing to go there yet. Of course, he can invest into a lot more items than compared to his opponent. Once again, Drunken Haze. Oh, he doesn't have mana for a Breath of Fire, and he's mispositioned his panda here a little bit. At the same time, the panda of Insomnia didn't get into a good position as well. Next Blizzard might be horrible if Insomnia doesn't move his priests, which it looks like he's not doing. 2 of them falling. Again, Fire losing also some of his units. Once again, heal score used by him, and he's now, yeah, trying to move his panda out of the way. But it looks like in this fight, Fire is clearly looking better. All of the breakers, or at least many of the breakers of Insomnia, have already taken plenty of damage, and he's got a reposition here. The panda still trying to find his position in this fight's round attempt, but Insomnia realizes there's no point in that. He's dropped down to 68 supply against 81 of Fire, and Insomnia needs to spend his gold here. Pretty bad fight, I think. Didn't pick up on it. Insomnia, after the last fight, wasn't able to repurchase heal scrolls, and Fire, he used one earlier on and he still has 2, so yeah, this is what's really working into Fire's favor at the moment. Another Blizzard and Breath of Fire is coming in on the casters of Fire. Double Blizzard action here. One of the sorceresses is going down, which Fire isn't going to care about at all. The panda of Insomnia needs to pay attention here. Pulling back though. And Fire is just looking so strong micro-wise in these fights. Once again, Insomnia has to reposition. Once again, he's not moving his AM in time, and there's no more Town Portal on him. So that one is going down. And my goodness, what a horrible fight here. Okay, 2 horrible fights actually here. And then here for Insomnia, and he might even lose this expansion here. There are no towers remaining. 64 supply against 87. So Fire is making this work despite having you know, inferior economy, level 5 on his panda, 5.5 on his AM already. And yeah, the town hall is going to fall. Town portal is coming, and there is a town portal on the panda, which he's definitely going to have to use, because otherwise he's going to lose everything here. So wow, Fire all of a sudden seems like he's the favorite to take this map. His militia just scouting the expansion with the 3 guard towers right now, which is of course very, very nicely secured, given that Insomnia can always decide to take a downhill battle here together with the 4 towers to support him. Then again, as long as his AM is dead, things aren't going to be easy for him nevertheless. And it looks like Fire does not want to give Insomnia the time to stabilize here with this expansion. He's going for the kill immediately. Panda's got plenty of mana, trying to get into position maybe for a Breath of Fire. Yeah, he's using that one right now. And again, Insomnia is just going for the counter push. It looks like he wants to maybe exchange town portals once again. He picked up a new one on his panda, and Fire is doing him the favor. Town portaling back. Town portal not yet used by Insomnia. Let's see how much he's going to pay for it. Nothing actually. Okay, fair enough then. But Fire already has a new bunch of peasants in place, bringing them from his main, which has run out by now. So has Insomnia's, and he's actually gone up to tier 3, adding a workshop right now, double workshop actually. So he's gonna want to get plenty of mortar teams in place here. The question is just going to be whether the army size is going to be big enough for him. Because Fire didn't invest into tier 3. He's gonna have more breakers out, obviously. And maybe superior items. Where's the panda? The AM is back. The panda is here once again. Next Drunken Haze. Breath of Fire is coming in, and he's all by himself, more or less going to be able to take down the entire economy of his opponent once again. But at the same time, he's going to be forced to maybe take a fight without his panda, or at least take a bit of damage while retreating. One of the breakers is falling. Once again, of course, the entire economy of Fire has gone down. He's got the goal to produce 2 peasants to slowly get his economy back, which is what he's doing right now. Panda and AM once again trying to get into a better position. The priests are exposed. This could end horribly for Insomnia. Let's see how much he's losing here. 1 priest is definitely gonna fall, probably 2 even. Yeah, he's not taking as much damage as I expected him to take here. So Fire is just playing the economy game here, but Insomnia. But of course Fire is taking part in that a lot as well, so neither of them really has any gold income at the moment. I think Town Portal should be used soon by Insomnia, because of course he doesn't have his mortar teams with his army right now, which is basically the one ace he still has up his sleeve. See how many mortar teams he's got here. Only one at the moment, as it seems. Town Portal did go to the expansion, killing one of the breakers, or Fire, the second one, was able to move away. Finally level 5, by the way, for Insomnia as well. Fire has reached that a long time ago. AM almost level 6, which is going to be huge in this very much economically based game here. And Fire, apparently, yeah, he just wants to have the straight up fight. Still has one mortar team out only at the moment. The second one is out as well, and he needs to bring that one. One mortar team, I think, is not going to be enough. But he's keeping it in the base for now. Fire, he's got the gold once again to build one priest, one peasant if he wants to, but he's going for the fight right now. Blizzard coming in, Breath of Fire coming in, the mortar team doing okay. Heal score has already been used by Fire, so he's got no heal score left, but neither does Insomnia, and he's using his ultimate right now to get up the choke into the back of Insomnia's army, and what a genius move. The mortar team is exposed, the priests are exposed. Is there another Breath of Fire coming in? No, there isn't, but Fire DE is able to chase Insomnia away from his expansion, and once again he's getting the breakers. They're in the back. He's town portaling to the other expansion, which has been rebuilt. What a chaotic match right now. Fire is out of gold income, but he's got the way superior army. 68 supply against 57. Insomnia's got one mine not running at all. Okay, with one peasant, but it's going to be taken down in a second. And a second mine being under pressure, and there is the level 6 on the AM of Fire by now, so he's gonna be able to abuse mass teleportation without Insomnia being able to cancel it. So he's moving up there. I'm assuming that mass teleport is going to occur here as soon as the town hall goes down, which is exactly the case. And the knight even gets surrounded, the super crucial tier 3 unit. So this town hall is going to fall as well. It's 53 supply right now against 68 mortar teams coming up the choke. Of course, those doesn't he have? I think he doesn't have the shrapnel, the fragmentation shards upgrade, if I see correctly. Still, in some Fire decides to use his ultimate to get out of there. He killed both of his opponent's expansions, and he's now trying to restabilize his own economy. So he's the one putting the pressure on Insomnia. He's the one forcing Insomnia's hand, and Insomnia is, well, doing what he needs to do, what his only shot at winning right now is. Go for the counter aggression. Whereas Fire is just sitting here at the fountain, getting some HP back. Let's see how much damage Insomnia is going to be able to do with those 5 mortar teams. Might even be looking to get in sort of a base trade-ish situation. We'll see about it. So Fire is getting ready to fight here. Flare used by the mortar team, so Insomnia is always gonna see where Fire is at, and now he's definitely got the fragmentation shards upgrade. The breaker's dancing around here in the back, but of course, unless he gets surrounded, it's super hard for Insomnia to actually kill the breaker. So Fire's got no items on his AM, so he's going to be very careful, and he's doing it actually again, surrounding one of the breakers here. And Insomnia is reacting very, very quickly though with the mortar teams repositioning here. He's doing so much damage against the breakers, but at the same time the Panda is gonna come in to try and do plenty of damage against the mortars as well. Drunken His Breath of Fire is coming in. There is no heal score remaining, and Fire, oh god, he's risking so much here coming back in with the AM, but he reaches level 6 on his Panda, and now the AM is definitely gonna bite it. He's got no items remaining to save him, and this means the AM is dead. Not quite, but all of the red units are probably gonna fall. The 3 little pandas are chasing the, 2 little red heroes, and Insomnia is calling GG. Go Turtle Rock. Wow, those human mirrors continuing to impress here. Fire DE doing some decent damage early on to the economy of Insomnia, who in total mined so much more gold, but still wasn't able to win the game. I guess the first key factor was the fight at the bottom of the right hand side shop, where Fire was just able to get those heal scrolls to take a more sustainable fight, if you will, than Insomnia, driving him back, killing his casters, whereas not losing his casters thanks to those heal scrolls, thanks to some pretty good positioning with his breakers. And then you could really see the effect of that when all of a sudden all of Insomnia's breakers were running low HP, whereas Fire was still able to keep his breakers up at almost full HP. Insomnia lost like 10 supply more easily, was forced to reposition, and then he screwed up with his AM, not canceling the Blizzard manually, and therefore losing that one, losing his 2 against 1 expansion advantage, and then going into the later game with that disadvantage with the with a hero disadvantage with 1 expansion against 1 expansion, and it, continued being exciting from there. And yeah, Fire takes this first map, and as we've heard Insomnia say, the second map is going to be Turtle Rock.